10 celebrities who treat their fans terribly. When you're rich and famous, it's easy to lose sight of the people who helped you get there. While some stars go out of their way to appreciate their fans, others do the exact opposite. From public insults to downright shocking behavior, these celebrities have gained a reputation for treating their fans poorly. Did your favorite make the list? Stick around to see just how bad it can get when fame goes to someone's head.
Sir, get back! Sir, get back! You can't come up here yet. I am not...
Kevin James, best known for his lovable roles in sitcoms and family-friendly films, has built an on-screen reputation as a relatable, affable everyman. However, behind the scenes, reports suggest a much different story. Despite his comedic charm, James allegedly keeps an icy distance from the public, especially those in the service industry. According to insiders, he refuses to communicate directly with staff, instead relying solely on his assistants to speak for him. One former waiter even recalled that if you dared to address him, he'd glare at you as if you had committed a crime. The stories don't stop there. James has reportedly sent crew members ahead of him into restaurants and stores with strict instructions to warn employees against making eye contact. This behavior paints a picture of someone who views himself as above the everyday social courtesies most people observe. Former colleagues have described him as entitled, prone to creating awkward and uncomfortable situations, and lacking the humility expected from someone in his position. Fans and social media users have called out his apparent disregard for service workers, with many questioning whether his comedic persona is merely a cover for a deeper sense of superiority. While his career remains intact, his reputation has taken a hit among those who value kindness and respect. In an industry built on public support, James's alleged behavior serves as a reminder that fame should never come at the expense of basic decency.
I'm too hip to hop around town to hit with ya. I know I get wild.
Rihanna, widely admired for her bold style and empowering presence, stunned fans with an unexpectedly cruel moment that tainted her reputation. In 2014, a teenage fan proudly recreated one of Rihanna's iconic outfits for prom, hoping to pay tribute to her idol. Instead of acknowledging the gesture with appreciation, Rihanna publicly mocked the fan by posting a side-by-side comparison of their outfits on Twitter, complete with a laughing emoji. The post went viral, subjecting the teen to widespread ridicule. What should have been a memorable prom experience turned into a humiliating ordeal. Fans and critics alike condemned Rihanna for what they saw as cyberbullying, with one person commenting, "She used her platform to humiliate someone who clearly admired her." The backlash was immediate, with many expressing disappointment over her insensitivity and lack of judgment. This incident highlighted the darker side of celebrity influence, how a single social media post can amplify harm and cause deep emotional distress. While Rihanna has built a massive fan base and enjoys immense success, this moment led some supporters to turn away, seeing her actions as out of touch and needlessly cruel. Rihanna never publicly addressed the controversy, and her silence only deepened the disappointment for those who had expected more from someone often celebrated as a champion of confidence and individuality. This serves as a reminder that with great influence comes great responsibility, and celebrities must be mindful of how their actions can impact their fans. Christian Bale is celebrated for his transformative performances, but his off-screen behavior has sparked controversy over the years. While his dedication to acting is widely praised, his interactions with fans and colleagues have often painted a far less flattering picture. Bale has been accused of berating young fans, with reports claiming he once scolded little girls who approached him for autographs, leaving them visibly upset. Such incidents starkly contrast with the warmth and graciousness fans typically hope for from their idols. One of the most shocking allegations involves a bizarre fax death threat Bale reportedly sent to a fan. While the details remain unclear, the mere possibility of such hostility reinforces concerns about his temper. His anger issues became widely known after an infamous tirade on the set of Terminator Salvation, where leaked audio captured him launching into a profanity-filled rant against a crew member, an outburst many considered excessive and unprofessional. Beyond his professional environment, Bale's temper has raised concerns in his personal life as well. He was once arrested following an altercation with family members, further fueling speculation about his volatile nature. Fans and critics alike have expressed disappointment, arguing that his behavior creates a hostile atmosphere and damages his public image. Though Bale's immense talent continues to secure his place at the top of Hollywood, these controversies have led some to question whether his brilliance on screen can justify his actions off screen. His story is a reminder that even the most gifted artists can be overshadowed by their personal conduct.
I always tell him, yes, tone it down. I know.
Jerry Seinfeld, adored for his sharp wit and observational humor, built his career on being the relatable everyman. However, off-screen reports suggest a different story, with allegations of entitlement and rudeness tarnishing his charming on-screen persona. One particularly notorious incident involved Seinfeld allegedly insulting a basketball team, calling them dumb jocks without provocation. Such remarks, especially from a public figure, struck many as mean-spirited and unnecessary. In another instance, he reportedly slammed his breakfast plate at a restaurant, demanding that his eggs be recooked, leaving both staff and fellow diners visibly uncomfortable. This outburst over a minor inconvenience was seen as a sign of a deeper issue, a lack of respect for those around him. Critics and fans alike have pointed out that Seinfeld's behavior often comes across as condescending, creating awkward and unpleasant situations. His temper and dismissive attitude seem to contradict the easygoing persona he cultivated on television, alienating some of his audience in the process. One disappointed fan remarked, "You watch him on TV and think he's one of us, but in real life, he acts like he's above it all." While Seinfeld's legacy in comedy remains untouchable, these incidents have cast a shadow over his reputation as a relatable cultural icon.
Ass once in a while, he's gonna whoop some ass and just haul off and just deck somebody. Come on.
Bruce Willis, the action star synonymous with the Die Hard franchise, has built a legacy of resilience and charisma on screen. However, reports suggest his off-screen demeanor is far less welcoming. Willis is notoriously impatient with fans who reference his most iconic role, often reacting with visible irritation or outright dismissal when someone shouts "Die Hard" at him. Insiders say he has little tolerance for such interactions, making it clear he wants to move on from the role that defined his career. One particularly troubling incident allegedly took place in a mall food court, where Willis reportedly yelled at a group of children, leaving bystanders stunned. Such outbursts reinforce the perception that he struggles with patience, even in everyday situations. Fans who approach him often describe him as dismissive or rude, leading to disappointing encounters for those who admire him. His reputation for being difficult extends to his professional life as well. Willis has been described as challenging to work with on set, with his aloof and irritable attitude alienating colleagues. Many believe he lacks appreciation for the support that made him a star, with one disheartened fan commenting, "He doesn't seem to care about the people who made him famous." While Willis remains an enduring Hollywood figure, his behavior has undeniably created a divide between him and his audience, leaving some fans questioning whether the man behind the action hero persona is as likable as the characters he plays. Gene Simmons, the legendary frontman of Kiss, has long been known for his brash personality and provocative statements. However, some of his remarks have gone beyond controversy, alienating fans and igniting public outrage. One of the most shocking incidents came when Simmons made callous comments about suicide, telling those struggling with suicidal thoughts to put up or shut up. The remarks were widely condemned as deeply insensitive and harmful, especially given the seriousness of mental health issues. The backlash was immediate. Several radio stations banned Kiss's music, and Simmons faced intense criticism from mental health advocates and fans alike. Though he later issued an apology, many felt it was motivated more by financial concerns than genuine remorse, as it came only after the controversy began affecting his business. This led the public to question his sincerity, with some accusing him of prioritizing his career over social responsibility. His words not only demonstrated a lack of empathy, but also highlighted the potential harm careless statements can inflict on vulnerable individuals. Fans who once admired his rebellious persona expressed disappointment, and his reputation suffered a major blow. "It's not just about being edgy, it's about understanding the power of your platform," one critic noted. While Simmons remains a rock icon, this moment marked a shift in how many viewed him, transforming his bold image into one of outright insensitivity, leaving a lasting stain on his legacy.
Nasty girl, nasty, I've been a nasty girl, nasty, I've been a nasty.
Tinashe, celebrated for her genre-blending music and impressive vocal talent, has drawn criticism for comments that many felt alienated her fan base. During a discussion about her career, she reportedly stated that those who don't purchase her music aren't real fans. The remark struck a sour note with listeners, many of whom support artists through streaming, social media engagement, and word of mouth rather than direct purchases. By framing fan loyalty as a financial obligation, Tinashe appeared to create a transactional relationship with her audience. Disappointed fans pointed out that support comes in many forms, not just through spending money. One frustrated listener commented, "I've been streaming her music for years. Guess that's not enough for her." Her statement discouraged casual listeners and left some longtime supporters feeling unappreciated, especially in an era where free or low-cost methods of support play a crucial role in an artist's visibility. Critics also argued that this approach reflected poor marketing strategy, as it risked alienating potential paying fans rather than drawing them in. Tinashe's comments were widely perceived as entitled, with an overemphasis on financial contribution rather than fostering genuine connections with her audience. The backlash served as a reminder that gratitude is key to building a loyal fan base, especially in the fiercely competitive music industry. Meryl Streep, widely regarded as one of the greatest actors of her generation, has long been celebrated for her humility and grace. However, behind the scenes, some reports suggest behavior that contrasts with her polished public image. Dubbed "Nasty Lady" by some of her neighbors, Streep has allegedly displayed entitled and inconsiderate actions that have left her local community unimpressed. In one reported incident, she was accused of cutting in line at a grocery store, bypassing others who had been waiting patiently. While seemingly minor, this behavior was seen as emblematic of a disregard for everyday social norms. Another claim alleges that she used her influence to have a public road closed for personal convenience, frustrating her neighbors and disrupting their routines. Critics argue that such actions reflect an abuse of privilege, showing a disconnect from the struggles of ordinary people. Fans who admire her for portraying down-to-earth, relatable characters have expressed disappointment upon hearing these stories. One disillusioned admirer remarked, "She's supposed to be one of us, but this makes her seem out of touch." While these allegations remain unconfirmed, they serve as a reminder that even the most revered figures can face scrutiny for their actions. For someone as celebrated as Streep, maintaining a reputation for kindness and authenticity is crucial to preserving the admiration of her audience. Once the golden boy of pop music, Justin Bieber has had a tumultuous relationship with his fans over the years. Despite his immense talent and global success, numerous reports and viral videos have highlighted moments where he lost his temper or showed outright disrespect toward those who support him. One of the most infamous incidents involved Bieber allegedly spitting on fans from a balcony, an act that sparked widespread outrage and disappointment. This, along with frequent outbursts and erratic behavior, has created negative experiences for many admirers. Videos capturing him snapping at supporters or abruptly ending meet and greets have reinforced a pattern of immaturity and poor self-control. For an artist whose career was built on a devoted fan base, such actions have alienated many. "We buy his music, go to his shows, and this is how he treats us?" One disheartened fan lamented after an incident where Bieber stormed off stage mid-performance. Critics argue that his behavior reflects a disregard for the very people who helped make him a star. While Bieber has occasionally apologized for his actions, these apologies often come across as mere damage control rather than genuine remorse. The repeated instances of inappropriate conduct have left a lasting stain on his reputation, with many questioning whether he truly appreciates the platform his fans have given him.
Baby girl, it's just me.
Ariana Grande, a global pop icon, faced intense backlash after a shocking incident in 2015 that left fans and critics questioning her maturity and judgment. While visiting a donut shop, Grande was caught on camera, licking donuts on display and exclaiming, "I hate Americans, I hate America." The video quickly went viral, sparking widespread outrage and disappointment among her fan base. Her behavior was seen as both disrespectful and unhygienic, leaving many to wonder why a star of her stature would act so recklessly in public. Grande later apologized, claiming her comments were a clumsy attempt to criticize America's obesity problem. However, her explanation was widely regarded as unconvincing and failed to mend the damage. Critics argued that her actions demonstrated a lack of awareness about her influence and the responsibility that comes with being a role model. The fallout was significant. Grande faced public outrage, and some of her performances were canceled in the wake of the controversy. Fans felt alienated by her words and actions, with many expressing disappointment in someone they had once admired. It wasn't just immature, it was offensive, one former fan commented. Although Grande has since worked to rebuild her career and public image through charitable efforts and hit music, this incident remains a stain on her record. It serves as a reminder of how quickly poor decisions can erode trust and damage a celebrity's brand, especially when those actions contradict the values they claim to uphold.